What's up, guys? Fight IQ picks here. Yeah, I want to get into this card a little late, but there's still profit to be made. I'm trying to get some looks into this card. We're starting with the main event, and the main event is interesting. So we're trying to find somebody that we can be confident in, and hold as an anchor while we're live betting. Yeah, I'm sorry about the quality. It seems to be lagging, so yeah, we're having some trouble, but I can still give out the information I need to get. With this fight. Got, is that how you pronounce his name? However you pronounce his name, the Japanese guy over here, he's at a 350. So that's the first thing, I want to realize here. He's a minus 350. Do I think that he should be a minus 350? I've been watching some tape, and no, I don't. The reason being is striking wise. I think if anything, Park holds an advantage to Taira in striking. Um, I know this guy's a good grappler, but this guy's really heavily built. He's very stocky. He seems to have a lot of power. I'm not an expert in the wrestling, but if basically the way I look at this fight, if this guy's defending the takedowns, if Park can defend the takedowns of striking, it's not even, it should not be minus 350. If anything, I might give him the advantage. Why do I say that as he gets dropped there? Um, he has more leverage on his shots. I feel like he might even be a little bit more defensively sound, even though he got clipped there. See, he knows how to transfer his weight real well and has a lot of power, and he does a lot of the basics better. Even though they're like he's throwing punches and out of he's out of balance, which isn't a good look. But this guy, if you look into his fights, like his fight here against Brandon Royval, man, he keeps his head in that center line, and when he gets tired, he got tired in the third round. He starts getting clipped. He doesn't roll with punches. He doesn't parry punches much. It's mostly just getting out of range, and he quickly is able to get away with it. But how long is he going to be able to get away with that? The minus 350 guys, I cannot trust them. If you're a minus 350, I want to be confident. You have to slip on a banana to lose the fight. Here, man, I think this fight is a fight you look at live. If you see Park with takedowns, and you might want to jump on Park, but it still depends the rhythm. I mean, the way I see this fight going is Taira's going to be on his back foot most of the fight. He's going to be coming in and out on some, karate style, even though he's more dependent on his hands. He's not comfortable inside punching range. This guy's way more comfortable inside punching range, and he gets more leverage on his shots and has better head placement, I feel, when he's throwing shots. This guy sort of stays in the center line. He's not a bad striker, but he has a lot to improve. At minus 350, I don't think this fight is priced right. Can I hold the Japanese star over here as an anchor on my parlays? Hell no, I do not feel confident in it. So I look at this fight, take it live. He's not bad, but it's just like, how confident am I going to be that he can defend the takedowns? If we had some grappling experts over here that could team up with me, we could really do some damage here. If we could determine if we really think the Japanese Taira over here can get these takedowns at will. I'm sure he'll get a takedown here and there, but you see he just gets clipped and he eats it, doesn't roll with it, doesn't parry it. There he's trying to parry, which is good, but gets clipped a lot, man. So, and this guy just has more power, and he just has a little bit of cleaner striking inside, more comfortable in the pocket. Let's see. Let's look at a little bit more footage, boys. It seems the footage seems to be working better now. Another thing we need to take in consideration, the Japanese guy over here has fought better competition than Park. So that's something. But at the end of the day, I'm looking at technique. I'm looking at how you're standing. I'm looking at your stance. I'm looking at how you throw your shots. If you're feigning, if you're defensively responding, I'm looking for that. So I'm not going to just say, oh, this guy's fought better competition, he's going to win. It doesn't work like that. So it doesn't always work like that. So let's see. He's sound. We're almost sure he's going to be on his front foot this fight. So if he's able to get his rhythm and come in and out, okay, good. But I don't know if that's going to happen. See, oh, beautiful. He had an active parry, went to high guard, hit him with a left hook, and even look, when he throws that left hook, look how his head goes, to the right. Doesn't keep in the center line, if I'm not mistaken, which is great. I love to see that. So you're going to see his left hook. Boom. It goes a little bit to the right, a little bit off. And when you throw that left hook, that head should be on his right shoulder, his left shoulder. But, you should be leaning towards your right, getting out of the center line and getting more leverage on your shot. Nice high guard, rolling. Look at that. That looks like he's been sparring, like doing some boxing. Yeah, man, I can't look. He slips the jab and then presses his shoulder in. That's like boxing 101. Has to be doing some pure boxing sparring because you never know. A lot of these guys just work in MMA gyms and they don't get no real boxing work done. You know, and then you have MMA fighters that will literally go and do boxing rounds with people. Then there's MMA fighters that don't do any boxing rounds. They do sparring, which in MMA, the sparring in MMA is usually in an open mat, and it's like a bunch of people sparring. I know because I've been in these gyms. It's a bunch of people sparring, 5 to 10. You know, like I don't know how many, but like my gym be maybe 5 to 10. You know, people sparring at the same time on an open mat, and you're kickboxing. You know, you're kickboxing. But then there's guys like Nate and Nick Diaz that will go and do the boxing work and go and work on boxing. That helps a lot because you get comfortable inside. You get comfortable inside. But you know, if you don't have coaches to teach you, you just jump into a boxing ring, you get your ass whooped, you never want to box again. But yeah, but see, he has an active parry. Yeah, guys, I think the line isn't very accurate. If this fight goes to, if I mean, if he's not able to get the takedown, I don't think he deserves to be a minus 350 favorite. I don't have a pick here. Can I say fight goes a distance? No, I'm not confident in that because this guy keeps his head in the center line. He could be clipped, but I would probably predict that goes a distance, even though he gassed out in like the third round. But yeah, guys, I'm keeping it nice and sweet. Let's go on to the next fight. See if we can find something we're confident in, so we could lock. Okay, make sure you subscribe and like so we can get these videos going. Yeah, make sure you subscribe and like. Let's get it.